I could describe media in one word, I would say evolving.
Ever-changing.
Evolving.
Creativity.
Unpredictable.
I'm probably a little behind the times compared to some people because I still pay for a satellite subscription. A lot of people have gone to internet only as far as their forms of entertainment, whether it's Hulu or Netflix or whatever it is that they're watching on. But I do get a lot of my news from my Twitter feed, from Facebook, as far as news goes. I worked 5.5 years or so at a local television station. I was a videographer. After that, I taught at a local technical college, teaching news media, not necessarily news media, but teaching media in all sorts of forms. And now I work locally at a local government, and I am in charge of our government access channel and help with social media and the website.
It has really evolved so much in the past 10 years, and yet there's so much more that's evolving just daily of the different opportunities that we have to not just utilize media, but also expand it and to take it to places that we really had never dreamed of just even 10 years ago. Another challenge, I would say, is the challenge of getting in-depth and creative stories. A lot of times people are just trying to do things in a hurry, and it's really hard for the traditional media sources to have the quality and the creativity that some of the social media is doing so well these days. So I think it's exciting because we have a lot of more opportunities and resources to get our message out there, and yet sometimes challenging to make sure that we are getting the right message out there and to do it in a very creative way.
Use it all the time in terms of Twitter, Instagram, things like that. Personally, I live tweet a lot, so if I go to games, I'm always live tweeting. I like to share information with the public in terms of being able to give fan bases and things like that information that maybe they didn't know before and things like that. So being able to tweet about state championship games and big games and things like that, that's just a way that I can use it personally to be successful at my job. We can get tips from social media and things like that, whether it be news outlets, schools themselves may put out information. So we use that a lot to maybe go to events that maybe people didn't know about, maybe we didn't know about. And so we use that to basically give ourselves a tool to not only put things out there, but also get more information ourselves so we can be better. So yeah, professionally, we do a better job at being able to be able to basically give ourselves outlets to be creative. We can go out and make graphics, things like that, and be able to put that out to the public.
It's kind of biting into it because now, back in the day, I had to get a record label for people to hear my music. Now I can put it on YouTube and share it on Facebook and Instagram and all that, and still have a strong following. We have songs, especially in music anyway, there are songs that you have YouTube sensations. They might have a song that has 100 million views on YouTube, and you can justify that as a hit. 100 million views. Somebody got to like it. One person's really busy clicking the button, but somebody has to like it, and then they will get national fame off of that.
This is the idea of interacting with viewers and people in the community. I have a select group of people who, no matter what I post, they will always comment. And I have the people who, so my brand was built by being the cold reporter. I'm out in the community every single morning. Rain, snow, sleet, hail, sunshine, whatever, I'm out and about. So people started calling the station, emailing the station, Facebooking the station, saying, "Aw, poor Jada, she's so cold out there. Can you guys please send her back in And that kind of became my thing, you know? People started to love me because they're like, wow, she's really dedicated. She is out in this cold weather, but she has that smile on her face. I feel really sorry for her. And it was really cute one day. I was doing a live shot, and with my live shots, I always say where I am. I was in Bainbridge, and a guy pulls up and he's like, you look really cold, so I brought you some hot chocolate. And I posted the picture, and it just took off, you know, saying, now my belly is as warm as my heart. I love the viewers, blah, blah, blah. So engaging and making them, I don't want to say feel special, but let's see, how do I want to phrase this? So the community and viewers kind of look at us as celebrities because we are on their TV screens. And of course, I know I would lose my ever-loving mind if I tweeted Rihanna and she responded to my tweet. So in a sense, and I am not putting myself on the pedestal that I have Rihanna sitting on, but there are a lot of viewers who think that I am a celebrity and they think that it is the coolest thing in the world to interact with me. And Facebook is the easiest way for them to be able to do that. And I think that is quite possibly the most important part that social media plays in my job.
We often do, we have a contest that we run once a year, and it's called Who Wants to Be a DJ, where we have people come through and they audition to win a job. We actually give them a job. They get like it's like a foot in the door type job. You get to win a job. Well, our winner this year was a guy, Sam, and Sam the Man. He's on 106.9, the rock station, and Sam, he's very, I'm gonna use the word green, but he's also very eager for knowledge. So he, you know, when he first started, he asked me about, you know, well, what's some do's and don'ts and things like that. And I guess the professional part of that experience was I got to go over the norms of radio. You know, like there's certain things that we look for. There's certain things that you have to pay attention to. A lot of people think we just come in and we push buttons and we yap, 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 and we play music. And I mean, honestly, that is a lot of it. But it also gave me an opportunity to show him how songs trend, how markets work, as in, like, for instance, Hot 102.7 is a top 40 station in South Georgia. Not quite the same as in New York. You know, if you listen to top 40 station in New York, I mean, we sound the same, but in New York, that would be probably the hottest thing because of where it is, or LA. But in South Georgia, country is king around here, no hip hop. So I got to not only refresh myself from that, but also teach him how to tweak, you know what I'm saying, his show to his particular audience. And it's a lot of trial and error. Like we, oftentimes I might add a song that I'm like, okay, I'm pretty confident that they will like this song, and they don't. Or I'm pretty confident that this songs trend just like, you know, hashtags. And I was pretty sure that, you know, okay, well, this one's going to go high, and it doesn't do anything. So there's a combination of things there that I got to go over with him, to explain it to him, and then for him to, you know, turn around and utilize it. So
LinkedIn is definitely a thing I would tell somebody to get into. That way they can realize what they're getting into as far as their career is concerned. If you're not able to get internships or shadow somebody, at least you can talk to somebody who works in the same area that you want to work at, and you can gain information that way.